Hey flock, it's officially Hawk Time. Welcome to Hawktimebhammin, that cute, messy, unfiltered corner of the internet you didn't know you needed, but you do. I'm your host, Hollie Hawktime. So get comfortable, get nosy, and remember, tune in, lock in, because Hawk Time begins. Hawk Time comes from I had a close friend that was near me and he got murdered. He used to always say, "It's Hawk Time." That was a slogan that he had. In the midst of me changing my Facebook name to Holly Hawktime Chambers, Hawktime became a nickname and it stuck with me. B Hammond comes from, y'all know I'm the female 50 Cent. Big Cancer energy, can't be played with, heavy on the petty. You go low, I go lower. We're going to hell, and I never gave a fuck. So, flock, I feel like I couldn't get into telling y'all's business without telling mine first. With that being said, those who know me know that I did a 5.5 year prison sentence in the state of Nebraska. So my crimes for that were assault on a confined person and discharge of a firearm at an inhabited dwelling. So the inhabited dwelling means that there was a house, a car, a boat, a ship, something, spaceship, something that got shot at, right? That doesn't mean anybody was injured. It just means it got shot at. Or yeah. So the second one would be the assault on a confined person, which means that you're confined. That's what they consider here in Nebraska when you fight another inmate, whatever. So now let's dive into it. Let's get some hawk talk. So I was 24 years old. I was dating my youngest daughter's father, and he was doing what bitch niggas do, cheating, doing whatever it is he do, running the streets, whatever, right? But you always got that one bitch that thinks she bigger than the program. Like, how you mad at me about my man? Like, anyway, so I end up having my daughter. He ends up going off to prison. So while he's serving his time in prison, I'm out here, I'm holding it down. The one that's bigger than the program is still causing me all these different problems, and neither one of us can get to him. I can't get to him, she can't get to him, he can't get to him, whatever. Nobody can get to this man, right? But we had our time or whatever. On this particular day, one of my cousins, I had picked her up from work, and she was like, "Hey, let's try this new restaurant down here that I called Doozies." And I'm like, "Doozies? I ain't never heard of no spot named Doozies that sell what they got." She said they sell pizza. Pizza? Okay, let's go. So we go to Doozies. I walk in, and immediately when I walk in, I could tell as a Cancer that the energy shifted. I think I would say she noticed me before I noticed her. So as I walk up to the counter, I walk in and I see her. Oh, welcome to Doozies. Because now you know me, I'm old. Because I had, mind you, me and her had so many run-ins via social media, but never run-ins in person. You know what I'm saying? So it was very rare that, and I was the type of person, I was outside all the time. I never missed a beat back in my time. So when I see her at Doozies, I'm again, welcome to Doozies. And finna be messy. But I go ahead, I order me some pizza. My cousins is with me out. My cousin, we both order our food or whatever. I ordered, I paid. Pepperoni pizza, please. Flat plan, blah, blah, blah. Right? So we leave. I wasn't feeling like I instantly felt like something was wrong with the pizza. So I'm like, I'm not eating it. So I pass it to my cousin. So I'm like, "Here, cousin, you have this. You can have it." So she eats the pizza, whatever, tears it down. So they must got some good shit because she tore that pizza up. Like maybe 30 minutes after she get done fucking up this pizza, and I'm on my way taking her home, I get a call from my other cousin, my ace boon Cooney. She called me like, "Hey, you just had some pizza?" I said, "Why?" "Yeah, why?" She said, "Don't you eat that fucking pizza?" She said, "Such and such all on Facebook talking about how she spit on it."
Yeah.
Like, take me back. Let's go back. So we go back to the doozy spot, and we walk in. We tell her manager, like, "Hey, your coworker, your worker is basically saying that she's spitting the pizza, da da da. He ain't having it." That motherfucker must have been working every missed shift, every split shift. She must never missed a day because he was like, I don't believe you. Like, he did not, he was not believing nothing we saying. So by this time now, my cousin mad and I'm mad because I'm like to insinuate. I always feel like to insinuate I'm lying, and means you trying to say I'm scared. And I ain't scared of nobody. So we started fucking up doozies. We tore doozies up, chips, wrecks everywhere. Doozies looks like a floozies. This doozies is gone. It's no longer doozies. It's some bullshit. Okay. So we leave, and so now she calling me because she want now she want to fight. Oh, you came to my job, da 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 da. Yeah, I didn't come to your job for no bullshit. I came to your job to eat. You was on that bullshit when you spitting my food, and you gonna make a post that you spit my food. Like, was nobody on that initially? You know what I'm saying? So, boom. All right, let's fight. I've never been the type of person who could call 15 people. I got my good 5 that I could call, maybe 4 that I could call if something go down. I call my rounds, my ace. My other rounds is busy, so they whatever. So I call my cousin or whatever, and we like, okay, we gonna meet here at Adams Park, y'all. Time go by past Adams Park. We drive past Adams Park. We look at Adams Park. This bitch got goddamn 50 motherfuckers and some niggas. She got 50 bitches, 40 niggas. It's 100 motherfuckers that ain't fucking playing. For little old me, at the time, y'all, I was only like 125 pounds. I was known for fighting, but I was nothing but this goddamn big. What the fuck was y'all gonna do with me? Anyway, boom, whatever. So we drive past, we see all those people, whatever. So I'm like, I tell my cousin, oh, she too deep. They too chunky out there. So my cousin goes, she make her phone calls, whatever with the woo. Mind you, like I said, I don't got a whole bunch of people I could call. Now my cousins, they got friends of friends. I'm not that type of person who got a whole bunch of friends and stuff like that. So my cousin, she make her a couple phone calls, whatever maybe may have you. Boom. We drive past again. We pull up behind this little thing, let off 5 shots. Wah, 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 wah. Boom. Now, keep this piece in mind because them 5 shots was let off by a revolver. Okay? Know that. And if you know your guns, remember that. It was lit off by a revolver. So later after them shots was fired, I will never forget. Somebody made a status saying, oh my God, I can't believe Hollie. She just shot in the face. What? She makes that status or whatever. So that's the talk. Everybody know who I am or whatever. So she makes that status. Boom. Now I'm hiding out, ducking out or whatever. Next
I said,
day,
damn, bitch.
my silly butt. I ain't never been in no. I've done things, but I've never been in trouble with the law. So I'm like, shit. I don't got whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I end up going to the police station. When I go to the police station, they ask me all these questions. This is later on in the evening. By this time, I'm at the police station, right? So they ask me all these questions, whatever. I really don't have no answers. I tell them, okay, I just want an attorney. Give me my lawyer. Go on, fuck on. I just wanted my attorney. So, boom, I'm sitting in jail. I go for my bond hearing the next day with Judge Lowe, and that man tells me $2 million. I was like this, literally. Fuck, $2 million. Why would you make my bond $2 million? I ain't never been in no trouble. $2 million is crazy. Who the fuck got $200,000? Like $2 million? Who has that? So I'm back upstairs because ain't nobody got no $200,000. 10% of $2 million. Nobody has that for me. So I'm gonna go sit this on. Go and sit it out. So I'm sitting there. I did a year in the county. Now, while I'm doing my county time and I'm getting ready to come to find out, before I even went to the police station, her and two other people, her and 2 other people had already been to the police station, right? All that day, right? So she tells her story. One of the other witnesses, which was her aunt, she says, so the girl's story is she seen me running with a rifle this big. She seen me running with a rifle and like we in Baghdad, some type shit. A rifle. See me running with a rifle. Now here's the kicker. At that time, I did have a rifle. I did have one. But she ain't seen me running with that motherfucker, right? Boom. The second witness says, I seen Hollie standing here and she had a handgun, and I can show you where the shells are. And takes them to where the shells are. Okay. The third one says, I didn't see Hollie with any gun. I didn't see her shooting anything. I just simply seen her car going up that way. Right? Then were the witnesses. One said she see me with a rifle. One said she see me with a handgun. And could show where the shells are. And the other one said she ain't see shit. She just see my vehicle going up the yonder. That's what she seen. So 3 liars and the truth. No, 2 liars and the truth. My bad. The third one came later. So, boom. I'm sitting in the county. I'm over this time doing this year in the county. I got my homegirl trying to pay the girl, like, hey, I give you this amount of money to go drop the book, because her charges was bogus anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you truthfully, she didn't see shit. Yes, I had a rifle in my home, but the rifle proved that it wasn't fired. So that was that. So that discarded that. She was really just mad about this man that neither one of us was able to have contact with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically like trying to tell my homegirl, hey, throw her some bread. She was biting for a little bit, but then she like, well, shit. She was kind of smart with her shit. Well, shit, if you pay 1,000, you pay 3. If you pay 3,000, you pay 5. Girl, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, ain't nobody finna give you no 5 bands, bitch. Fuck you. Like, ain't nobody finna give you, like, bye. Just whatever. Fuck it. Take my chances in court. Now, had I would have known the things I know now back then, I would have never even took no plea. I took a plea for, mind you, my charge has a mandatory 3. So my mandatory 3 in the state of Nebraska means that you have to do 3 years flat before you could ever get any good time after that. And then back at this time, they was miscalculating everybody's time. But that's a story for another day, because then whatever. I took a plea for a 7 to 10 with a mandatory 3, and then the 1 to 1. So the assault on a confined person came because I was in jail, and that one that told the lie that said I had the rifle, her sister came, and I had tried to talk to her sister like, hey, tell your sister do the right thing, Spike Lee. And I ended up fighting her and shit, and sneaking up in her room and fighting her and whole thing, and whatever. Boom. So, mind you, while I'm in the county for this year and I'm trying to fight these charges, no bullets were found. No shell casings were found. No gun was found. At least not one that spit the shell casings out, that this lady said that she could show them where it was. When they went to go retrieve the shell casings, there was nothing there. There were no bullets there because a friend, she helped me, but she hurt me. She helped me because she took the bullets, but she hurt me because she took the bullets. You get what I'm saying? So there was nothing to test. So if there would have been something there, they would have known that it wasn't a handgun, because here's the kicker. Revolvers don't spit shells. You were never gonna find any shells. Y'all were lying. Saying you seen something you didn't see because you were in cahoots with somebody to go against me. This is why I'll be like, let me not fuck with people, because y'all really don't. Y'all don't like me for real, and y'all be trying to end my life over some shit that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. But whatever. So I'm fighting this. I ended up taking the plea, 7 to 10 for the unauthorized, not for the shooting of the dwelling. I took a 7 to 10 for that with mandatory 3, and I took a 1 to 1 for the assault on a confined person. So boom, I'm in prison. I'm doing my time. I'm got 5.5 years. So at first, before they messed up all this on people's sentences and times and stuff, I would have only had to do 3.5. But because it came to find out that they found out that they were messing on people's time, I ended up having to do 5.5 years for some shit you didn't even see me do. Like, you ain't even seen me do that. Why you do me like that? Oh, honey, this nigga. And she ain't even with him no more. She wasn't even with him in the beginning, but she not even with dude. I ain't even with dude. That's a whole nother story for a different day too, because dude done went, y'all, flock. Whole different story for a different day. That's gonna be, y'all gonna like that story too. So I done did my 5.5 years. Um, it was a time. I got 50 million stories I could tell you about my time in there. From laughs, crying. I have, at the time when I left, I had 3 children. So my youngest was Riley. At the time, she was 7 months, and then my oldest was Haley. I believe Haley she was 4, and then my son, he was turning 2. So each of my kids are 2 years apart. So I had left them, and then they were with my mom and my sister, and they raised my kids for those 5.5 years I was gone. I had gotten visits all the time. Our jail in Nebraska has a children's program, so your child could come spend a night with you for 4 days out the month. Uh, they could come every Thursday or every other Thursday and come on the yard and hang with you. Yeah, they had little toddlers and infants running around that motherfucker. So yeah, it really, so I was raising my kids without really physically being there to raise my kids. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm doing that time. That's that. I came home in 2018. There's a lot of different things that I want to talk about, that we could talk about later in time, about different stories that happened, different things that took place inside prison, to the things that are going on for me outside of prison. Now let's get into some Hawk heat. Now, there's been a lot of talk going on about these spicy bowls, these prison concoctions, um, in a tumbler cup. I'm tired of them. I had one the other day, and it was
Absolutely disgusting, by the way. I almost puked.
in these bowls. Y'all, only thing that we don't get in prison is an egg, and you got to wait till salad day to get that. But maybe it's like a seafood boil in a cup. But maybe it's because I'm allergic to seafood and I don't eat that anyway. So I didn't like that. That's I didn't like that. But I'm not gonna tell y'all who made it. However, I did hear there are some good ones going on. But I personally, I don't care to try nobody's again. Y'all could keep that concoction in the walls, in the gates of the prisons, and or take it back down south where it originated from, because it's being said that y'all ain't making them right any goddamn way. But y'all need to quit talking about them, because it's overly annoying, and ain't none of you, and they be looking good, but I don't know about how everybody else's taste. I didn't like the one I had. Now let's get into something that's cute but a little chaotic. Something that recently happened with me. Y'all, tell me why I call myself going out for New Year's, having a good time. I'm at the place I'm at. Y'all, why my friend called me like, hey, did you park out front outside of Juice Stop? I'm like, yeah, girl, I did. She said, girl, the police at your car. Why I thought I could go a year without getting my plates? I did not care to get them plates renewed. I did so much time in prison and gave the state of Nebraska so much of my money. I do not be in a rush to give them no more. Especially since when I got the car, I had to drop off 3,500 in 3 days. I mean, in 30 days. I don't give a fuck about giving y'all 500 and something dollars after 365 days. I don't care how long I'm sitting on 500 and something dollars. I don't want to give y'all $5.55. I don't want to give y'all 5 cents. I don't want to give y'all 5 minutes of my fucking time or my hard-earned money for some plates. I went a whole year without renewing my tags. That caught up to my ass. Y'all, I go outside. They had my car on, they had it strapped up on the thing. They was taking my beauty. I was like, why are you taking my car? Like, I didn't know my plates been renewed. So now I gotta wonder if when I go get my when I go get my stickers tomorrow, since it's a holiday, do I gotta pay for this back year and this year since they was due in January? Let me know what y'all think, cause I don't know. But let me know if I gotta pay for 2 years instead of one, or if it's just like a fee or something. Let me know because yeah, let me know. Now, usually this time I will be going through some Hawk mail. That's where y'all get to tell me y'all tea or somebody else's tea. And yes, you can give me anonymous tea with your scary ass. It's all respected. Or you could say names. Y'all know this episode is about me, so there's no names for me to drop. Going on further episodes later on, I will definitely be dropping names. So I never gave a fuck. So send me your Hawk mail. I'll make sure that there is a link for y'all to click on. Now, let me leave everyone with their fly high moments. It's a new year, new me, but you deserve to be the best version of yourself. You deserve to be the better version of yourself. With that being said, I'm rooting for you. Look forward to seeing you guys here again. Same time, same place. Tune in, lock in, because Hawk Time begins. Hawk Time out.